again.
That would actually be a good business for like sheer cuttery. You know, bush trim.
Mine don't squeak. Mine. How come his squeaks? Mine just.
How would you like to go into a haircut?
I don't know why his squeaks either.
Or sheer happenings and go, hey, I want to take you a little off the top.
I don't think he's crapping his pants back there. He's loading a diaper.
Oh, we had to go there, didn't we?
Man, he needs some anti-kaopectate.
You mean Beano?
He needs the opposite of X-Lax.
Kaopectate, your beptozole.
With a bottle of kaopectate. That's like one of those distinct flavors you can remember as a kid that just, you know, that means you're in trouble.
What, kaopectate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that flavor you know you're done.
That's nasty, chalky.
Yeah.
No, there was worse. My mother would make me take stuff like Triaminic, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Like yellow coffee. She never let you have anything with it. Like, take a swig from the bottle.
Try a yellow minic.
Yeah, my mom was like, here, take a swig out of that. And then you got beat for it because she's like, that wasn't a big enough swig.
I remember when I was a kid, the medicine that came in the spoons, they poured the medicine in the handle of the spoon.
Yeah. Oh,
and they had to drink out of the spoon.
I remember those. And it's almost like they had a hose on the other end of the spoon. It just
wouldn't stop.
It just kept coming.
And what else did my mom
You know, I didn't mind the flavor of any of those, though. None of those that I didn't like.
Did you ever drink, it was this purple medicine called Novahistine?
Yeah, I remember it.
It was a grape flavor. I remember having grape flavored medicine.
That's the lie of medicine, though. You look at it, it looks like it'll be grape flavor. You taste it's ass flavored. And I don't know what was worse, though, the taste or the smells, because you smelled Vic coming, you knew your ass was in trouble. It's like,
oh yeah,
okay.
Or Vic's Vapor Rub.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And my mom was one of those people, you had a cold, she'd suddenly, like, wipe it all over your upper lip. It's like, here, smell that.
Oh,
I
no.
can't
You know
sleep!
I had since I lived up in New England, and in the wintertime, everything got dry. My grandma had this notion that to keep my nose moist, she would pack it full of Vaseline.
Oh.
My grandma did that too.
That was the most annoying feeling in the world. Because it's like because you wanted to blow it out because it was like your nose was packed with snot all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it's like of course when I got to be older, I got nosebleeds like at least once a week.
Vaseline in the nose?
Yes.
Pack your nose full of Vaseline.
Yeah,
because the air gets so dry in the wintertime, you have to do something.
But that would be that's what my grandmother
and
used to do.
your nose goblins would get like rock hard. You try to blow your nose, they won't budge. You're like, ow, ow.
Did anybody's grandma like take a wadded up used tissue and like roll it in her sleeve?
No.
She kept them in her purse.
And then reused them.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what mine did once?
What?
I go home and she fixes me an ice cream sundae and I eat it and I get loopy as hell. And I asked her later, it's like, I think I'm sick, Grandma. No, you're not. What was that yellow liquor called? Like a syrupy stuff?
Yellow liquor?
Yeah, it was like in a weird tall bottle.
I don't know.
It was like a yellow grenadine syrupy thing.
No
idea. She'd loaded the ice cream sundae up with about 6 shots of this stuff.
Oh my God.
So you didn't feel sick, you were just drunk.
I was drunk as a skunk, baby. I was like, wow, the colors.
And now we understand why you are the way you are.
When you get drunk on something with a lot of ice cream, that makes for a bitchin' barf.
It does.
Oh yeah. Wait. I didn't get drunk off ice cream stuff.
I'm glad you brought that up because right after I did that, my parents had like they didn't call it a dinner party, but they were like all in the den, like with their friends and stuff. And so I walk out of the bedroom in my footy pajamas, stand in the middle of the floor, and go, I gotta throw up! They grab me by the back of the pajamas and they're carrying me out, still throwing up.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, what was your first time that you actually were proud of yourself because you made it to a proper barf receptacle?
I don't remember.
I think I was 26.
And you were damn proud, weren't you?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because when I was at home, it was like, when you felt it coming, you just stopped, planted your feet. I don't care.
I did not live in your house.
I don't care if you were in church. It was like,
I don't remember the first time. I don't remember ever getting sick in anything by the toilet. Well, or the bathtub.
Yeah, life
recently, but hey, it was coming out my nose. Okay, that was
like the first thing that ever made you ever hold your nose? No, I've got to the point where if I know I'm going to puke, I hold my nose so I don't get chunks coming out.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
And you blow your nose like 3 hours later, and you're like, ah!
So what is the first thing you remember making you puke? Anything in your whole life? I remember the first thing for me. What was the first thing for you?
I had the flu, probably winter 1991.
Okay.
Maybe 1990, 91.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I remember.
What did you puke? What was it that made you puke?
I don't remember. It was a get up in the middle of the night because I was like, oh, my stomach hurts. Hork! You know, I don't really remember. It got up from a bed. It wasn't like anything that made me puke. I can tell you what the last thing I puked up, but that was like in my life, and that wasn't pleasant.
Unfortunately, I remember what was the first thing that made me throw up.
What
was it? I smelled my own sneaker.
Oh, yuck!
Wow!
It was a dare. It was a dare from my brother.
Wow!
He's like, smell that. Okay, and I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't think anything. I just stuck my.
I can tell you a really bad Duke story, though.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a teenager at this point, and my little brother, we had dinner, and my mom used to make this thing that was really good. It was something it was a recipe she got from her Australian friends.
Yeah.
It's called spinach slice. It was like spinach and feta cheese and like phyllo pastry.
Okay.
Sure.
And anyway, it's really good. So
I'll pass on the float.
I want one.
I'm doing dishes. And
Yeah.
my little brother's in the kitchen, and he's spinning around in circles, and he's running around, and I'm like, you better stop that. You're going to make yourself sick. No, I won't. You know, acting like a Muppet, basically. You know, so I still do the dishes, and then he goes away, and I'm like, I hear this, Lisa.
Yep.
What? Could you come here?
What?
What's the matter? Is my little brother. What's the matter? I got sick. Oh, I'm sorry. You feel better? Yeah. But you better come downstairs. I said, why? What happened? Well, I kind of missed the toilet a little bit. Okay, all right. I'll clean it up.
You were out in the garage.
Don't worry. Okay, I'll come. You know, I'll finish the dishes, go downstairs. Yeah, a little bit does not explain at all. All right, so to explain the downstairs bathroom in my mom's house, there's a toilet, there's a wall next to the toilet, a wall right behind the toilet, and then there's a cupboard right next to the toilet with a trash can in between the toilet and the cupboard. Yeah. Every surface was covered.
Everything but the toilet.
Oh, the back of the toilet was covered.
Did it have one of the fuzzy covers?
No.
Okay.
The seat was covered. The wall was covered. The cabinet was covered. The trash can was covered.
He just shellacked.
But not the part. He went roar, roar. You know, and it was spinach, so it was green and
Did it
sunky. No, I'm sorry. Like, that's okay. Get the mop.
The first time.
And it was so funny because I think he was a teenager by this point. And then I think I met his girlfriend or something. We were talking about getting sick, and I was like, well, do I have a story to tell you? And he's like, please don't tell that story. And I said, what story? You mean the one where you missed the toilet completely? Oh, God. He was like shamed in front of his girlfriend, like.